Welcome back to 13C. On deck today, literally on deck, the I1R EOS from Olight. This is a tiny light. We'll give you guys a size comparison here for the patch here. Key fob, standard. This is my Jeep key fob, but it's a standard Jeep, Chrysler, Fiat, Dodge keychain for comparison size. Absolutely tiny light. This guy weighs in at 0.42 ounces. Now, normally for a light this small and coming in at this low of a price point, you know, with its features, probably wouldn't make a standalone video on it simply because it's pretty self-explanatory. But for the perspective wise of it and what they pack in here for a price point, which with the link below and the coupon code is going to come out to about 15 bucks. You can't beat this thing with a stick. And I'll kind of go through why. One of the first ones obviously is size and weight. Now, for what do you get for that size and weight? You're getting 5 lumens at the low setting and 130 lumens at the top end setting. It's IPX8 rated, meaning that you can dunk this guy underwater, you should be fine. IPX7 is technically rated to 30 minutes under 1 meter of water. Now, I don't know what the 8 stands for on this one because it's factory it's factory dependent. So I'm going to reach out for them for clarification. I'll try and put some links down below or update that information when I have it. But IPX8 is superior to 7, but manufacturer dependent. So that's nice to see. Drop rating, like most of the other stuff, at 1.5 meters. Dropped it a few times. Haven't tried to break it, and it's still going strong. It's rechargeable. So to recharge this guy, you simply unscrew it, and there's your USB, micro USB right there. The top turns red when it's charging, green when it's done charging. It's ready to recharge in about an hour and 15 minutes. It comes with this USB, micro USB charging cable. Plug it into whatever you want, it'll charge it up. Caveat with that, obviously if you're on a low power USB, it's going to take longer to charge, an hour and 15 minutes. Charging it with that Anchor charger that I use. I got a 5-port one that sits on my desk. The top 2 are rated for the high-speed charging, and that has no problem getting this guy charged from 0 to 100% about that hour 15-ish minutes that it's rated for. Time-wise, you're looking at 7 hours of run time per charge at 5 lumens, or 20 minutes on the 130 lumen setting. 20 minutes, not a lot of time on that high setting. 130 lumens is a decent amount of light, is an insane amount of light for something that's under half an ounce, and that fits on your keychain, rechargeable, the whole 9 yards. Put it in perspective, this is my normal EDC I've been carrying for nearly 3 years. I still carry it. I haven't replaced this, I haven't replaced the 2 of these. I'm carrying this in conjunction because this one's on my keychain now. But this at the top end is 130 lumens as well, and runs off of a single AA battery. Put the single AA battery, which anecdotally feels like it weighs just as much, if not a touch more than this light, side by side. And see, this entire setup is smaller than a single AA battery. So keep that in mind when you're looking at that runtime. If you find yourself using it a lot, you can always use the USB, micro USB you have in your car anyway to charge your phone, to charge this guy up when you're driving around. Obviously, make sure you're using the full power port in your car and not that slower port that's normally just used for media connection. Normally I don't get into packaging and stuff like that. I don't even know if I've ever done an unboxing video, but here's the first one. So this is and I got this one sealed up. I've got 2 of these, and there's a little tab on the back. You pull the tab. This is actually really nice, high quality, high cardboard, like cloth woven packaging. And on higher end lights and higher end packages, you expect to see nice packaging. But for something that's coming in at, I think regular MSRP is like 17 bucks on this, I mean, it's hard to beat. Anyway, little sticker on here that tells you to, when you take this guy out, when you unscrew it, and there'll be, and I don't have it in here, but there's a little piece of yellow plastic you have to pull out to get this guy to work. Shipping, they can't have these connectors when they go through shipping if they go on a plane or something. I have no idea. It has to do with shipping and manufacturing to keep them separate so they don't accidentally activate and melt down or something. Who knows? But you got to take that out there to get it to work. There's your USB to charge it. And all day in the back is where your cable is, and then right here your instruction manual. It's pretty self-explanatory. Throws a wide, very nice beam. I think I showed you guys how to use this. If I didn't, basically you turn it, it comes on, turn it again, it goes to high, and there you go. it's pretty self-explanatory, pretty easy to work. It doesn't require any real effort to twist on or off. It's not something that I haven't found this to come on while it's been in my pocket accidentally either. So it's not something, you know, it takes a deliberate turn, but at the same time, if you wanted to do it with one hand, you could. This obviously doesn't replace a tactical light, something like that, self-defense light, but as far as at 130 lumens, if, you know, worst case scenario, you had to use it to illuminate something, I guess you could. Being able to turn it and manipulate it while you have other things in your hands. That's why I'm a fan of lights that have something you can plunge and depress on the back and cycle through whatever modes you have with just one hand. Again, I wouldn't consider this to be a tactical light either, but for a utilitarian light that does dual purpose, something to consider. So let's talk about the beam and throw real quick. The beam on this is pretty close to a true flood. There's no real, you know, hot spot in the middle of it. It's pretty much a decent circle that goes out and expands as it goes outward. You know, be it close up or far away, no real hot spot. It's pretty symmetrical and even throughout. The throw on it at 50 meters on the high, 54 meters on the high, setting 130 lumens for the throw. I'd say it's probably 150 feet is probably about where it's at. It actually throws a light a decent ways, which for a light this size, this small, you know, AA batteries, less than AA battery size, pretty impressive. The top end on this, my normal EDC light that I still carry, runs 130 lumens also, and it's throwing out basically very similar beams, similar distance. Quite impressive for something this small. Anyway, that's why I want to do the video on this. 5 lumens, this thing is rated out to 13 meters. You know, obviously 5 lumens, there's not a whole lot of light going out there. And it's definitely usable within, I would say, usability on it, you know, 10, 15 feet, I guess it depends on how dark it is, type of environment you're in. But I mean, out here at night under no moon, the 5 lumens actually puts out a decent amount of light considering. And you know, we've talked about that before. How adjusted are your eyes? What type of environment are you? What lights are in the background? How usable is the light, right? So I won't digress off into that too much. We're gonna do more videos like this. We have things like this, we'll roll in some pictures and we'll just kind of roll with whatever we come up with. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you haven't subscribed already, please take a moment to subscribe. If you are subscribed, hit that notification bell because unless you go back in, YouTube has defaulted all subscribers to non-subscribing. Basically, non-notifications would be the way to go. So definitely hit that subscribe bell if you haven't already. Facebook.com/gunreviews, great way to stay in contact with us. The website, 13c.us, and we're on full30.com as well. So check us out and subscribe over there for probably have some unique content, things that aren't allowed here on YouTube will wind up over there that are you know, shadow banned or outright banned, depending on what it is. Some of the different accessories that we have that I'm not going to mention here, so no keywords get triggered either. Thanks everybody, take care, stay safe, we'll talk soon. So here we are on high. You can see a lot of the new growth here on one of our trees. We're going to walk over to it, give you a impression here of where we're at, beam size comparison for me. Here I am right here. We'll walk up to the base of the tree here so you can get an idea as far as height where we are. This is on low right now, by the way. So we are still on low right here. You know, we're obviously going to start losing it and then back up to high. And hopefully that gives you an idea of where we're at here.